Hello and welcome to our next tutorial in learning C# programming. In this tutorial, we will going to be exploring a couple of basic ideas. How can you go about displaying more than one lines on the console? We will going to be learning about the difference between write versus write line and some error handling techniques in this environment. So first of all, to get started, as a refresher from what we did in our last tutorial, we will going to run this program again. Once again, there are multiple ways of running it. Either you press and hold the control key on the keyboard and press F5, function key F5. This will going to run the program for you and will hold the screen for you. Or you can click the debug menu and then you can actually click on start without debugging. Clicking on the start will going to run it for you, but will not going to hold the screen for you. So that was something that we did last time. Now let's get rid of the word line after the word write so that you can understand the difference between the two. Now if I run this, you will going to notice that the hello world and press any key to continue appear on the same line. So introducing write line will going to push the next content to the next line. That is the benefit of using write line versus using write. Just like in any other tutorial, in any other editor, you can also use copy and paste in this editor. You can select with the help of mouse, or you can select with the help of keyboard, and you can do your copy paste. A lot of you are familiar with selecting and right-clicking and then copying and then right-clicking wherever you would like to go and pasting. You can do that. Or you can select, click the edit menu, copy, and then edit menu, paste. That's another option that you have. Or you can use the keyboard shortcut Control-C, Control-V to do that. So anyway, let me get rid of these lines. I've selected this and I have deleted this. Okay. Now, instead of hello world, let me change my second output to C# tutorials. And I would like to introduce my third line of output. Professor Saad Yusuf. And now I will going to save the changes. Notice, saving the changes, once again, you see this asterisk symbol over here. You can save the changes by pressing Control S on the keyboard, clicking the floppy disk symbol on the toolbar, or clicking File and hitting the Save. Either way, your file will want to be saved. Now we're going to try to run it, and here's our output. As you can see hello world and first line, C# tutorial in the second line, and Professor Saad Yusuf in the third line. So these are the three lines of output that we have generated using console.writeLine. Now this icon over here that you notice in the command line environment, you can always go to the properties and you can go to fonts and you can choose a different font if you would like to choose that. For example, there are several different options for you to exercise here in this environment. So that can control the look and feel of this environment. So anyway, I wanted to introduce that to you. Lastly, the errors. If you make an error by mistake, so let me drop the double quotes from here and let me move out of that line. Notice the entire line is red, and the red starts right from the beginning double quotes and goes all the way to the end double quotes. If I bring my mouse over this error, it is simply telling me that there's a new line and constant. So okay, so let me click here and put the double quotes. The error will gonna go away. So the error was not really friendly, but it at least told me that on this line there is an error. Otherwise, I had to compile the code, then the compiler will tell me where the error is. Another kind of an error can be generated if I get rid of my semicolon, which is a line termination, and now notice the error only gets generated in that piece. So if I bring my mouse over, now it is telling me it's a very useful error, semicolon is expected. So I can click here and I can put my semicolon in place. So those are a couple of things. As we're going to progress through this course, you're going to be seeing sometimes this error gets generated. There are ways to fix those errors. Sometimes there are warnings. Sometimes there are uninitialized entities. So it just does different kind of color coding to tell you what exactly it found that you now need to fix. So anyway, that's all for this tutorial. In the next one, we will going to progress a little bit further by introducing variables and operators and data types and things of that nature. Thank you for watching.